Hey Rob, this is Brian from Leadhounds, and in this video I'm going to show you three things that you can start doing to bring in more patients through your business over at Modern Wellness Clinic. So you might be asking yourself, why is this guy just showing me this stuff for free? Couldn't I just go do it myself and take advantage of the extra business? And the answer is yeah, you absolutely can do that. What I've found is that most business owners don't have the time to worry about perfecting their website or showing up on Google searches. So if you do have the time, that's great. But if you don't and you think you could use a little help, then just give me a call or shoot me an email after you're done watching this video and we can talk about the next steps. Okay, so I mentioned those three strategies, but before we get into that, I want to talk about the goal of the strategies, right? What are we trying to achieve here? And that's going to center around what's called buyer intent keywords. So those are basically words or phrases that someone's going to search for when they want to find a business like yours or a service you provide. So in your case, that might be something like Botox Las Vegas. I know you guys do Botox services, and it's just really popular right now, especially in Vegas. So I went ahead and searched for Botox Las Vegas on Google, and let's see what comes up. So up here we have the map section, and then these are, the results that I want to focus on, right? These are what's called the organic links. So these are the websites that show up on Google without having to pay them, like for ads or something like that. So up at the top here, we see some of your competitors like LV Plastic Surgery, what is this? Chic La Vie, Med Spa, but we don't see your business. So let's go ahead and see if we can find Modern Wellness Clinic on these results. Okay, so we'll just look at the first couple pages. And so that's the end of the first page, and I'm not seeing it. So let's look at one more. Okay, no, not right there. Okay, so let's see. All right, we've gone down pretty far, and I'm still not seeing Modern Wellness Clinic. So what that means is, all the people searching for Botox Las Vegas are going to be clicking on these top links, right? Your competitors' websites. And they're going to be going to those businesses. Well, then you got to ask, how many people are actually searching for this stuff? Like, does this even matter to me? Well, we can actually answer that question. This is a tool I use called Ahrefs just to get search engine data. But I went ahead and looked for Botox Las Vegas in here, and there it is, right? We can see that this keyword gets 1,000 searches every single month on Google, right? So that's 1,000 people looking for this service, right? And you can see if you look down this list, there's hundreds more for, slightly different variations of that keyword. And we could do this search, basically for any of those services you provide. It's not just Botox. And we could get a similar list here and see how many people are actually searching for this stuff. But for Botox alone, you're in the thousands here. So that's a lot of potential patients. So we can also look at the keywords that your website does show up for. So here's Modern Wellness Clinic. I searched it in Ahrefs. And let's take a look at the keywords you show up for. So we're just going to sort by position, see where you're at the top. Okay. So we can see that you're showing up for some keywords. That's great. You even have some of your services, NAD therapy, peptide therapy. But as you can see, there's nothing on here for Botox, right? I don't see any Botox Las Vegas on here. And, a lot of your other services are not showing up in the top 10 positions, right? And that's where you really want to be, right? Because that's kind of our benchmark for the first page of Google, which is where almost all of the website traffic is going to come from, those first page links. So let's look at one of your competitors. I searched for Chic La Vie. This was, one of those top links for Botox Las Vegas. And we can look at their keywords. Okay, so right here you see that they're showing up for a lot more buyer intent keywords, and especially ones with high volume, right? 600 searches, 500 searches. And right here we see Botox Las Vegas, 1,000 searches, and they're in the top 5 spots, right? So this means that they're going to be getting all of the customer traffic from all these keywords where they're ranking so highly, right? And you even see some other services, dermaplaning, cool sculpting, microneedling. I know these are all, super popular and lucrative services for med spas. And what we want to do is get you in the top 5 like your competitors. So how can we do that, right? How can we compete with them? And that's going to come back to those 3 strategies that I mentioned at the start of the video. And the first of those is going to be the content on your website, right? And what Google wants to see is at least 1,000, maybe even 2,000 words of content on your homepage, and we want to use those target keywords like Botox Las Vegas. So we can see on your homepage, your website looks great, by the way. I can tell you got some professionals to do this, but based on your keywords, it looks like they're not quite targeting the right keywords in the right ways. And, these strategies are going to help explain why that is. But anyway, here we go. Scrolling down a bit. You have some good content right here about your practice. And we'll keep scrolling. And there we are at the bottom. And we can see you have a decent amount of content, maybe about 500 words. But let's look at your competitor. Okay, so they have a little more right here. And then another chunk about their physician. And there we are at the bottom, and they don't have too much more content than you, right? So that's actually a good thing. That means that as long as we add those, 1,000, maybe 1,500 words of content on your website, we should be able to beat them out pretty quickly. Okay, so let's go to the next strategy, which is called backlinks. So a backlink is basically when another website posts a link that goes to your website. And what that does is it builds trust for Google by telling them that you're a legitimate business because other businesses are basically talking about you and linking to your website, sending their own users to you. So basically, when Google sees that other people trust you, it gives them more trust, and they're going to reward you by moving you up in those search results. So we can see here that you have 84 backlinks, right? That's 84 other websites that link to yours. And if we look at your competitor, Chic La Vie, they have 767 backlinks, right? So they have a lot more. So right there, you can tell one of the main reasons why they're beating you out in those search results. And so what can we do about that? Well, we can actually go through and get you links from all of these websites, right? And that way we're going to be matching the strategy that Chic La Vie is using to get such good results. But we don't want to stop there, right? We want to go ahead and add an extra 100 backlinks so that we're just blowing them right out of the water. Okay, so that's backlinks. One more thing I wanted to mention is this Google Map Pack. And just that one strategy you can use to get some extra traffic is to boost your presence in these map rankings, right? So you want to get in this top spot, like again, Chic La Vie, they're clearly putting some efforts into that. And it's going to get you some extra traffic to your business, to your website. All right, Rob, thanks so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I think you can use these strategies to get a lot more business. So if you're interested in talking about the next steps, just give me a call. You can use this information here, and we'll talk about the next steps. All right, thank you. Bye.